Free Guy is directed by Sean Levy and it stars Ryan Reynolds as this NPC in a video game, and he basically starts realizing, hey, maybe I don't want to do the same routine over and over again, and he somehow becomes this action hero in this game, and he becomes really popular, becomes a sensation, and the main guy who created this video game wants to destroy it because of him. So I was kind of looking forward to this movie when it came out, when the trailers were supposed to come out, when the trailers came out in like 2019 and the movie was supposed to come out last year and then got delayed due to everything, and it's finally out there. And it looks like it was going to be a fun follow-up to something like Deadpool. And it's going to be, at least kind of something unique and original enough. Well, to a degree. And I'm finally glad that I got to see this movie. This movie was a lot of fun. The performances in this movie are really good, particularly from Ryan Reynolds. Most of the performances in the movie are really good, like Jodie Comer, who plays two roles here. She's really good in both roles, actually. She plays the Avatar, and she plays the girl who's controlling the character. I didn't realize she was playing both roles until the end credits, when it's like, oh, she was playing both. Okay, that was really cool. She did a good job as both. Also, Taika Waititi as the main villain of this movie. He was fun. He was funny. I don't know if he was the funniest thing he's ever done. And I kind of thought at first he was a bit too cartoonish, but then again, this is a movie involving a video game world, and it's a movie that takes place in this video game pretty frequently. So I kind of let it go for a while. The other performances are fine, like Lil Rel Howery gets a few laughs. Also, the video game world. I thought the video game world was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of in-jokes throughout the entire movie, like random product placements, or you kind of see in the background at times, you can see like people kind of like running around and not really understanding how the game works. It's a movie I kind of want to see again, just to find like all these little Easter eggs about video games and video gaming. It's definitely a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun surprises in this movie. There are a lot of fun cameos in this movie, I'll say. This is a spoiler-free review. So I thought that was fun. Also, I laughed a lot throughout this movie. Not as much as, say, Suicide Squad, but maybe like more than Jungle Cruise a couple weeks ago. So that was good. Also, I kind of complained about one of the trailers that just came out recently. I kind of complained that it feels like they're showing the entire movie. And thankfully, the movie doesn't. The movie has a lot more surprises that they didn't show in the trailer. So I was really happy about that. Also, I really liked how they kind of blended like a bunch of like different genres and kind of like took different versions of movies, like The Truman Show, the Lego Movie. And I thought it kind of took like ideas from each of those properties, kind of made it its own thing, and surprisingly it works. It's very surprising. There's a lot of emotional moments in this movie, too, that were actually good. I actually really like the balancing of, like, the comedy, the drama, the action, and never does it feel like it's, like, trying to be that thing at that one time. It feels like it's naturally flowing. It's actually a really fun time. If I had any problems with this movie's a bit too long. This movie is 115 minutes, so it's almost 2 hours long. And I feel like it didn't need to be that long. I feel like this would have been fine at like 100 minutes, but they kind of had to continue in some way. And I just feel like, okay, let's wrap it up. Oh, you're wrapping up. Fine. Even though I mentioned even though I thought it was very funny, some things are just not as funny. Like a lot of the jokes that you kind of saw in the trailer, they just weren't that funny in the movie because like kind of heard them all already. So it just doesn't work now because we've heard this joke so many times at this point. Also, there are some characters in this movie that I just thought were fine. Like, they didn't do anything to me. Like, Joe Carey's in the movie as a video game developer. He's fine. Like, I feel like anyone could have played his character and it would have been fine. Also, maybe it can be a little too convoluted at times with the whole video gaming, and I won't spoil anything. But I just feel like for such like a unique and fun premise, it could just kind of be simple enough. But I just feel like maybe it was a bit too convoluted. Like they had all these ideas for this movie and they just announced a sequel. So I just feel like maybe there were like one too many ideas that they just threw in there. And it's not that it doesn't work. It's just more, maybe you could have held off on that for a bit. But overall, I would say Free Guy's a fun time. I really enjoyed it. The performances are really good. The visuals are really interesting. Nice blending of like all these different genres. It's really funny. But again, not every joke works. Maybe a bit too long and a bit too convoluted, but I still had a good time with it. I'll give Free Guy 3 out of 4 stars. See it. So, what is your favorite Ryan Reynolds movie? Comment down below, subscribe to the channel. This is Pat, and stay safe.